What's up everybody and welcome back. In Avengers Endgame, we got to encounter two different Thanoses from two different timelines. A Thanos from the year 2014 who was in full conqueror mode and fought the Avengers at Avengers headquarters after destroying it. And then the older Thanos that was ultimately victorious in Infinity War and completed his mission by snapping his fingers and wiping out half of the entire universe's population. After Avengers Endgame though, many people were commenting on how more savage the younger Thanos from 2014 was, and how he almost seemed to be a better fighter. I myself even made a video on this. In that video, I talk about the fact that Thanos is not omnipotent anymore, and he's in full warrior mode in Avengers Endgame. In Avengers Infinity War, he's going out of his way to do his best not to kill anybody, as he ultimately wants the snap to decide. That's why during Infinity War, he's not instantly using the Infinity Stones to kill the Avengers or the Guardians that go at him. He's simply incapacitating them because, again, he wants the snap to decide their ultimate fate and for it to be completely random. In Endgame though, his mindset is completely switched. It's a race against time and he needs to get the Infinity Gauntlet. That's why in the final Endgame battle, we encounter a Thanos that is far more ruthless. He knows essentially that this is a race against the clock and that he needs to get the Infinity Gauntlet before any of the Avengers do. That's why he's pulling out all of the stops. He's in full on attack mode and he's willing to take out and kill anybody he has to in order to get the gauntlet. What's awesome about this explanation though is just recently Marvel themselves, more specifically a VFX supervisor, came out and explained the differences between the younger and older Thanos. And they did explain that they did deliberately make the younger Thanos far more vicious and even more agile than the older Thanos that we saw in Infinity War, and gave us an in-depth explanation as to exactly why the younger Thanos is more dangerous than the older one. So let's get into this awesome explanation. The Thanos that we see in Avengers Endgame is kind of like a slightly different character, but we did use the same base assets for both movies. We spent a lot of time, obviously on Infinity War, working Thanos up. But then the Thanos that we see in Endgame is a younger Thanos. He's come forward from 2014, so he's technically, I think, he's like 4 years younger than the Thanos of Infinity War. This Thanos is more agile. He's kind of at the peak of his physical prowess as a warrior. He's also clothed differently. He's wearing the armor. He's in battle mode during Endgame. We did the sequences on Titan for Infinity War where he was kind of dressed much more casually, and he's more philosophical in those. So we had that to work with and to kind of redress him in armor. We wanted to reflect his youth and his power though in Endgame, mainly through animation. So that's not so much a change that we make to the base asset, but it's a change that we would make to the approach on how we're animating him. By these statements, it's made very clear that Marvel went out of their way to make a younger Thanos more dangerous, even making him more agile and more battle focused. In the supervisor's mind also, the younger Thanos is even slightly more powerful than the Thanos that we encounter in Infinity War without any of the gems, calling the 2014 Thanos the peak of his physical prowess. It's unknown exactly why Thanos began to fall off after this. Maybe it's just age, but we do know Thanos is thousands of years old. All that we do know though is according to this, the 2014 Thanos, as far as physically, is more powerful than the 2018 Thanos that we see in Infinity War, if only slightly. But again in Infinity War, as Thanos is gaining all of the Infinity Stones, he takes on the role of more of a prophet than a conqueror. He's taking his time to explain his plan and his motivation, and the way that he sees things within his mind. Thanos doesn't even see the need to be in full battle mode because at the time of Infinity War, when he has 2 of the Infinity Stones, he's already the most powerful being in the universe. Later in the interview, the VFX artists would go into a little greater detail on why they made the older Thanos less powerful than the younger Thanos, and took the fighting style of the older one and simply cleaned it up. It wasn't really so much about making him a different Thanos, but just improving the Thanos that we had in Infinity War. He would also say that the Thanos from Infinity War is more sophisticated than the one that we see in Endgame. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this, and the fact that Marvel, quite on purpose, made the younger Thanos a bit more powerful and intimidating, even without any of the Infinity Stones. And that now they've come out and addressed this, and addressed the fact that the 2014 Thanos is at his physical prime, and is going all out against the Avengers, while the Thanos in Infinity War is more of a prophet, and is more philosophical. What I find really interesting is both Thanoses have the same goal, but different methods of going about it. The Thanos from 2014 is much more hardened, and again, as they even say here, is slightly a different character. But I want to hear your thoughts on this. Again, using my link in the description below, you can get 30 to 60% off some Marvel merchandise, so be sure to check it out. Also, we will be announcing the winner of the Infinity War Hot Toys figure giveaway this week, so be sure to enter the giveaway if you haven't yet. The rules for that are as follows. All you have to do is like the video, video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell me in the comments which Infinity Stone you find to be the most powerful. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. The support on the channel has been amazing recently, and I can't thank you guys enough. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.